my bike for about 8 or 10 weeks, and one of my last rides was titled Cycling with Sky-High Inflammatory Markers. Well, I found what the reason for those markers was. I had developed, suddenly and unexpectedly, rheumatoid arthritis, especially in my hands, wrists and forearms. The doc prescribed Methotrexate, 20 milligrams a week, and that was about 8 weeks ago. And to be honest, they've done nothing. First cruise ship I've seen of the year, Seabourn Quest, small one, probably just 200 or 300 passengers. Anyway, I'll get a bit closer. Didn't bring my camera, so I'll take pictures with my iPhone. So I'm a little bit breathless, not having ridden my bike for so many weeks. This is the first time I've actually felt as if I could ride my bike gently and not to put too much pressure on my wrists for many weeks. So I'm pretty breathless, ridiculously. How quickly you lose your fitness. Anyway, the Methotrexate a rheumatologist prescribed for me had done very little. So a couple of weeks ago I took myself to the ER, and a doctor there, who was extremely rude, said, "What do you expect me to do? This is an ER. Go to a walk-in clinic or see your rheumatologist." Thanks. Anyway, he saw the look of frustration and anger on my face, and he said, "Well, I could prescribe you some anti-inflammatories." So I said, "Well, don't bother if it's too much trouble." "No, I think you should. They can't do any harm." Anyway, I've been taking those as well. There's a marginal improvement in the last 2 or 3 days, to the point where I felt I've just got to get out. My right wrist especially is tender, so I'm putting very little pressure on it, making it hard to ride. And I've only come into town, it's about 15 minutes in, it'll be 15 minutes home, about 10 kilometers. And to get back, I've got to go past that little group of people, which includes a man in a top hat who's pretending to be some kind of old town Charlottowner from the days when Confederation was formed here in the 1860s. Alright, I'll go past him and try and ignore him. Not cycling in the summer has meant that I've missed the majority of the tourist season, and the crazy drivers with license plates from all over Canada and the US. Anyway, I'm not going straight ahead. I'm going to take a left here because there's roadworks up ahead. I don't want to ride through the sand and gravel. "20 milligrams of methotrexate a week, which is 8 very tiny pills every Monday. Additionally, I have to take 1 tiny pill, about the same size, of folic acid. I have no idea what that's for. Anyway, I'll just keep on taking them, but I don't think I can do any kind of long distance riding. I'm struggling to pick up things, prepare food, put my socks on. No kidding. I'm not breaking any records for time or average speed. I just want to feel like I've got somewhere and back in one piece without too much pain.